Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Bow and Arrow Tarot and today's pick a card reading, What's Next in Love. So today we're going to take a look at what's coming in for you in love, whether it's a new beginning, a new chapter, or a new person, how you're resonating through this period, what energy you're bringing to it, and we're going to take a look at what Spirit has for guidance going forward. Remember, these messages are always timeless and they reach you whenever you are meant to receive them. So take a deep breath, soften your gaze, and allow your intuition to pick your pile. Pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3. Now, if you need another moment, this is a perfect time to pause the video. And when you're ready, you can go straight to your reading at the timestamps below. So let's just begin with pile number 1. Welcome to the reading for pile number 1 for the pick a card, What's Next in Love. Let's jump right into it. The offering, beautiful and opening, right? What else do we have? 9 of Pentacles. Abundance and blessings are coming in, and the Hanged Man. Now, what kind of energy your animal spirit through all of this is the frog. So a lot of cleansing is happening, healing is happening. We have the world, completion, and a new chapter. Beautiful. Wow, this is starting to look pretty nice. And your King of Cups coming in. Wow, definitely someone in your life walking in. What does Spirit have to say? The perfection of your life. The perfection of your life. I love this. Spirit of the Cross. So hardships, burdens, lessons coming in. And Spirit of the Shoreline. Calm, tranquil, relaxing energy. I love this reading right away. Definitely talking about perhaps a new relationship, person coming in. So let's get right into it. The offering. The offering is an extension, the hand is reaching out. So what's next in love for you is someone reaching out to you. Someone making an offer, opening themselves up. The beautiful thing about the offering is that it essentially means that someone has taken the extraordinary step of opening themselves up to vulnerability, right? To possibly, a denial, right? But they're willing to do that. They're willing to extend themselves. And so it's almost the first half of an agreement. It's the first half of that decision to be entwined or be connected. It's really strong, beautiful energy. What comes with it? So 9 of Pentacles and Hanged Man. It's interesting that the Hanged Man is there because for some of you, it feels to me like you have really maintained a particular position. You have not allowed your morals or your principles or your sort of center to be swayed or moved. You haven't been compromised, or you've stayed sort of true to an outlook of life, yourself in your life. 9 of Pentacles, you really worked hard. Recently, there's a feeling that up until now, you've been working extremely hard, but your blessings are just now starting to come in. And with that Hangman energy, it feels like for quite some time, you definitely had this outlook of saying, look, I have to maintain. I'm not going to compromise my career or my work or my goals for the sake of necessarily a relationship or for the sake of anything else. You really stuck true to what you believe is your path, what you believe you needed to do for yourself. And the abundance is beginning now to come in. And along with that, in the area of love, you have an offering coming in, which is really so beautiful. And it's much more about the fact that you're in a wonderful space to receive that offering. Now, what animal spirit are you resonating with through all of this? The frog is all about cleansing, healing. The frog is a water energy animal spirit. And with frog energy, oftentimes when you resonate with this kind of animal spirit, you bring healing and cleansing to others. You may be a real source of sort of renewal for people, for friends. the frog is a natural healer, but specifically to do with that cleansing part, that part of healing that is all about removing the toxicity, all about removing the darkness, removing the shadow, removing things in your life, people, places, or things in your life that bring darkness and toxicity, and cleansing those areas of your life. Now, oftentimes you can get quite worn out from doing that for others. So this reading is for somebody where right now you are really taking beautiful self-care, right? You are, sort of internalizing that frog energy. You are really allowing yourself to go through a cleansing period, a healing period, again, on the back of a lot of work that you've done for yourself. Now, what else comes in specifically for you during this period of the offering? Yeah, your King of Cups. I was going to say a knight because I think this person comes in like a knight, but they end up being your king and the world. So a new chapter. The world is beautiful energy. For right now, I'm sure that you really feel like you are walking your purpose, like everything else in your life. I'm sure it feels very aligned right now, as if you've come full circle. You're exactly where you want to be. The blessings are coming in after a long period of work. So that chapter of doing the deep, hard work is kind of now bearing the fruit, right? And there is just such a feeling that you are walking in your destiny. And it's exactly at this time that the final sort of piece of the puzzle, which is the love portion, is coming in. And what comes in? A King of Cups. Really someone who is serious, right? And that makes a lot of sense when we have the offering. This person comes in and they're serious about what they want. They're serious about their sort of, involvement, participation. They're giving you an offering because they know what they have to offer. King of Cups energy is really strong, water energy, emotional, sensitive. This person is someone who's ready for a deep commitment, and a real sort of long-term, perhaps, relationship, right? They definitely come in knowing that they have what it takes and being very confident, right? This is someone who can oftentimes be very romantic as well, just very into starting and growing a relationship. This is not like a fly-by-night kind of energy. So not only the next thing in love is an offering, but you have very specific individual coming in for you that's going to be making this offering. And it's all kind of as a result of you kind of really sticking to your plans for yourself, doing the work, working on your career, working on the things that's really important with you, resonating with that strong cleansing energy, renewal energy. But also at the same time, I love that hangman because you really weren't pulled away from your focus. And all of that is what's making room for this beautiful, sort of strong, very kind of legitimate, I want to say, and sincere offering of a love connection. Now, what does Spirit have to say about all of this? Spirit says the perfection of your life. Yeah, it does feel like that because you're very much in a stage where you have perfected sort of certain levels of your life, your career, your work, your abundance coming in, your confidence is secure, and you've done this in a very intentional and self-preservation, way, in a way of not only preservation, but progress. This is not coming from a selfish place, but a place of knowing that, in order to bring in love, in order to bring the things in your life that you desire in the proper way, you have to be ready to receive them, and sort of your life has to be ready to receive them. So it's almost as if You really very much set up your life to receive this offering. And so the offering comes. The Spirit brings it, right? Spirit of the cross and Spirit of the shoreline, the energies that are here during this process. Well, a burden, a hardship, a lesson. Yeah, there were. I want to say, yeah, there may have been some hardships you had to deal with. Because by staying true to your objective and your goal and working very hard, there were sacrifices that had to be made. But Spirit of the Shoreline comes in and says that there is tranquility coming. There is relaxation and calm, tranquility, cohesion coming. And I love that. So now is the time for us to pull out the zodiac energy, see what kind of zodiac signs you're resonating with. Some of you may be dealing with a Leo. Some of you may be dealing with an Aquarius, or you may have that energy in your chart. Some of you are dealing with that Taurus, Earth. So we have fire, air, earth. And some of you are dealing with another fire sign, that's Sagittarius. So Leo, Sagittarius is showing up in this reading, Taurus and Aquarius. And that is the reading I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me. Now, for those of you who want to go a little bit deeper, we will be going further. You can follow me in the extended with the link below. Otherwise, you can stay right here for pile number 2. Welcome to the reading for pile number 2 for to pick a card, What's Next in Love. And we're going to jump right in. The castle. The castle is coming in. So it can be a fortress. It can also be the lap of luxury, right? We have the King of Cups. Beautiful. So an individual making themselves known. And the Three of Cups. Friends, loyalties coming to play. What animal spirit are you resonating with through all of this? Transformation of the butterfly. So a really strong transformative period is coming in for you. What other energies? Two of Wands. Wow, fiery action. And the Page of Swords. So some confidence as well coming in. What does Spirit have to say about this stage? New birth, guarded vigilantly. Wow. Taking care to protect a beautiful new thing that is beginning, right? And what other spirits do we have? Spirit of travel, relocation, spirit of envy. So resentfulness, discontent. Oftentimes when good things happen, there is the spirit of envy showing its ugly face, rearing its desperate head in its shadow energy. This is some strong, beautiful energy for transformation, a new love perhaps. Let's get right into it. We are going to be pulling zodiac signs, so stay tuned to the end. The castle is a beautiful place of luxury, comfort, affluence, right, wealth, and yet at the same time a castle can be a fortress. You can be imprisoned in a castle. There's a duality to this energy here. But what comes in next for you in love definitely feels as though it is a sort of resonating up in terms of capacity, right? The castle, very specifically affluence, luxury, comfort coming in. Another level, perhaps, even being separated from what you're used to, right? The different sort of levels of society or spheres of society. There is some kind of physical resonating up. Now, who comes in? The King of Cups and Three of Cups. Yeah, there is a lover coming in to you through friends, right? Three of Cups energy. There may be some celebrations, some connections, some feels to me like special occasions. Certainly, as you come to this reading, it feels like it could very well be a birthday party for a friend or some kind of celebration for a friend, right? Recognition, something that definitely involves all walks of life, but more specifically that sort of higher tier, right? That higher tier of society, may definitely a feeling of money coming in here. Just a change, a complete change. I look ahead to relocation. Almost seems as though for some of you, you're going to be kind of swept off your feet. There's a feeling here of a lot of hustle and bustle, especially with that Three of Cups energy, a feeling of a lot of meeting with people, a lot of festivities. And in amongst all of that, this King of Cups presents itself. So this feels like something that's happening very soon on the horizon. What animal spirit are you resonating with throughout all of this? The butterfly. So this is going to be quite transformative. Air energy is here. Yeah, there's a huge change happening in your life. And not, it feels to me that not only is it physical, but it's certainly emotional as this love comes in. Yeah, this is a very specific message for someone out there that your next stage in love is going to involve someone who has money, right? Is from a particular part of society that is very affluent. And there's a feeling of almost like, a Cinderella story here happening. Not to say that you are not affluent and wealthy and successful, but part of this coming in, this whole shift, is very much a transformation in lifestyle and physical connection, specifically a transformation in the type of people that you're talking with, the type of people that you're around, almost going to a semi-famous sort of status even. Yeah, that comes in strong. Two of Wands, Page of Swords. A whole new, very fast Mars and Aries energy, a very fast Page of Swords, a feeling though of, just your confidence only just beginning to build here. This is going to be all very new for you. Very new, very fast. Is going to seem as though it's happening very fast. And a lot of that will be because of the lifestyle change that comes with this. Castle energy is so strong. Castle energy is a strong energy that talks about abundance, right? That kind of abundance that is that kind of physical, financial abundance that not everyone is able to partake, lucky enough to have, or unlucky, as you would say. So this is all going to be feeling extremely new for you with this Page of Swords. But the Mars and Aries is this Two of Wands. It's going to be moving quite fast. This is also a feeling as though that for some of you, this is part and parcel of a career move. So not only are you moving very fast in your career in terms of taking the next step, broader reach, more investment, whatever the case it is, it's growing, that growth in your own sort of path, right? Specifically, as I say, I feel here for some of you in your career, this is kind of the first step up that you're getting, the first feeling of confidence coming in this new arena, but it happens very quickly. And along with that comes in a King of Cups. Now, for some of you, I do feel that there may indeed be a bit of an age gap here. You have a King of Cups coming in while you resonate with that Page of Swords. So for you, it doesn't necessarily have to be age gap. Let me rephrase that. Experience gap, right? So you may be of similar ages, but this person, this King of Cups energy, is someone who's already been living sort of in this lifestyle for quite some time. There is something experienced here about this person that is very new for you. They could indeed even be someone that is somewhat of a mentor for you in your life. Nevertheless, they come in with a presence and an authority, right? Some of you, it's going to be an introduction that happens, but all of this is very much part and parcel of a whole new stage in your life, a whole new chapter in your life. And the transformation is not easy. Butterfly energy is air energy. It's the energy we all over the world, people, all cultures and theologies, philosophies, talk about the butterfly and the symbolism of the butterfly in terms of transformation, because you have a larvae, that turns into this beautiful, beautiful flying animal, this beautiful animal with wings and colors. So this beauty that comes out of that transformation, the transformation can be difficult. There will be times that you doubt yourself. This is not necessarily going to be right away so easy. This will feel very kind of, as I said, new for you. And for some of you, your friends will be very important to keep you grounded. But it's like a rocket. This takes off very quickly. What does Spirit have to say? New birth, guarded vigilantly. Exactly. There is something new growing here. And as I said, a new chapter, but a new chapter in your life, physically, financially, but also in love. And you have to be very careful in these type of moments, especially when you're moving from one social level to another, one social financial sphere to another. Things happen very quickly. You can be very overwhelmed. And you want to guard this new chapter energy that is being born, this birth of a new creative phase in your life. You want to be careful about it because spirit of envy is there. Yeah, there's going to be people around you who are very, very resentful and jealous of this. Because again, this reading immediately hit me with the level of success that comes in, abundance and wealth that comes in, along with this love connection. So it's like a new lover, a new house, a new, relocation, spirit of travel. Yeah, a journey. And for some of you, actually a relocation, maybe to a new home, a bigger home. Again, this is a very sort of, I want to say, material reading when it comes to this next stage in love. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the zodiac runes. Some of you are dealing with that Cancer. Take a look at these energies. Some of you may have Cancer in your chart. Some of you are dealing with that Gemini, air energy. Let's see, two more. Some of you, Capricorn is coming in. And I love that because Capricorn is that hard worker. Capricorn, is one of those energies. You've a lot of millionaires of Capricorns. And we have Aries energy. Beautiful. Cancer, Gemini, Capricorn, Aries. All four elements, water, air, earth, and fire, are represented. This is the message I have for you today. For pile number 2, pick a card. What's next in love? I hope it resonated. I hope it gave you something to think about. And I hope it connected with you. If you'd like to, go ahead and join me for the extended reading now. You can follow the link below. Otherwise, you can stay right here for the reading for pile number 3 for the pick a card, What's Next in Love. Welcome to the reading for pile number 3, pick a card, What's Next in Love. We're going to jump right in. The forest. The forest is next. Place of magic and adventure. Darkness as well. We have judgment, time to make a move, a decision. And 10 of Wands, the unburdening, a long journey coming to an end. What animal spirit are you resonating with? The Nightingale, air energy, associated with the voice, of course. And we have Ace of Swords. So a new beginning, ending, and a new beginning coming in. And the 4 of Wands, the 1111 soulmate energy card. Beautiful. This is nice energy, really. A sense of adventure for sure coming through strong right away. We have from Spirit, conscious connections. Yeah, conscious connections. Being in the moment. A feeling of being right there while everything is happening. Spirit of lightning and Spirit of St. Nicholas. These are your spirits. Strength is coming in, power, right? Expression and generosity and assistance. I love this energy. This feels like, again, an enchanted adventure coming in. There is darkness in the forest, but there's also, the beauty of the forest, the enchantment and the adventure of the forest, the not knowing, right? What awaits you. So let's just jump right in. Don't forget to stay until the end. Of course, we'll be pulling zodiacs as well. But right away, we have this forest, talking about the magic of the forest and as well the darkness of it, the unknown. Sometimes there can be some trepidation, some fear, but you want to know, you want to find out. It's more the curiosity of it all and the wonder of it all. So the forest really represents a stage in love where what's coming next is unknown. It's unknown, but it promises to be sort of magical, right? Not only does it promise to be magical, but it also promises to be exciting, right? Sometimes that little hint of danger, of the unknown, is exciting as well. And I look ahead to what Spirit has to say, conscious connections. Yeah, it's important in those times that you are very much aware and in the moment. What other energies do we have? Judgment and 10 of Wands. Yeah, a call to sort of say, hey, are you ready to, rise up to be your highest self? Are you ready to let go of the things maybe from your past that have held you back? Judgment is that call. Judgment is that moment where you're ready to sort of forgive, forget, not forget, but forgive, let go, you know. Ten of Wands, end of a period of carrying around things you don't need to carry, burden, obligations, ideas, hang-ups, whatever connections they may be, energetic connections that you've been carrying and holding on to that really serve no purpose. They just drag you down. They impede your progress in life. And so right now, what comes in next in love is a period in time, I want to say, where the events around you, the energies around you, the environment around you is calling you to let go of the past and step into something new, step into a bit of something unknown, something that might be at first maybe even unsettling a little bit nerve-wracking, right? You don't want it to be scary, but it's a little bit nerve-wracking. You're a little nervous about this. It may be sort of, you may be getting into a territory you haven't been in, but that promises a new adventure. An example could be, letting go of old habits in terms of dating and trying something new, trying a new way of getting into dating or finding love or finding connections. Yeah, it's something new. It's kind of, you're a little nervous about it, but at the same time, wow, there is wonder there. And that's that feeling I have here. Really a different stage in love for you that promises to really bring something nice that you're not used to. Now, your spirit animal is the nightingale right now. And the nightingale is associated with air energy and the voice, saying things, expressing things, the singer, the orator, the spokesperson, the person, anyone who uses their voice to communicate in such a way that makes you feel deeply is that energy of the nightingale, right? The poet, even. And so while the poet brings words, that's air energy as well. It's the speaking and the communicating of it. And so you resonating with this right now, I will say, is that you're giving voice right now to feelings. The way you're expressing yourself is deeply honest right now and deeply sort of in line with who you are. You are using your true voice as a result of letting go of whatever has been holding you back with that Ten of Wands. There is a new understanding coming in, a new idea for you. You really have changed your mind, or rather, I wouldn't even say changed. You've really opened your mind to a whole new aspect in life. Four of Wands awaits you. So this new sort of truth, information, knowledge, wisdom that has come in, understanding that has come in, has really allowed you to give a voice to your deeper self and emotions, and also on the other hand brings with it the potential for a true love connection with that 11-11 Four of Wands. Again, it speaks of, as very practically, you may begin to use a dating site, or you may begin to do blind dating, or you may begin to go to certain activities that encourage meeting others, things that are very much outside of things that are unknown to you, they're outside of what you're used to. And you letting go of whatever's holding you back or has been holding you back is what is giving you that freedom to express yourself in these new ways, to express yourself vocally, to be able to say some of the things you may not have ever been able to say to people. And all of this is very new for you in love. And yet there's an opportunity for a deep connection to come in. What does Spirit say? Yeah, conscious connections coming in. So very consciously, right? Whatever it is you are going to embark in next is a very conscious decision. So it isn't like you're going to just be bumping into someone and meeting someone new, or it's all very happenstance or accidental. This is very much a choice that you're making. Judgment, Ten of Wands, very much a choice that you're making to explore connections in different and new ways, in ways that, again, that forest energy, that bring a different sense of magic to connections, a different sort of experience that opens a whole new world to you. Spirit of light and spirit of St. Nicholas. Yeah, spirit of lightning. Expression, power, and strength. Through all of this, you do find strength. Specifically in your voice, there is a voice that you're able to give to your feelings that really sort of impact others around you, and you're able to connect with others better. The spirit of lightning is there for you in this new sort of chapter, right? Spirit of St. Nicholas, gifts, generosity, assistance. There are people here who are helping you, friends, right? Connections that are already there that are sort of helping you along your way. This is a beautiful reading for someone whose next chapter or stage in love promises to be, more than anything, and I've said this multiple times in this reading, a whole new adventure that really opens up their mind. There is a sort of lightness now, specifically this reading also for those of you who have come out of a period of a long time carrying, struggling with things that only held you back. Thoughts, behavior patterns, obligations, responsibilities that weren't really yours to carry anymore. And this recent period, or right now, you're very much at the stage of letting that all fall away and making a choice to rise up and away from this past to a new stage, to allow yourself the freedom to connect in different ways with people. It's just there's a freedom here and there's an adventure here, right? So now is the time we go ahead and pull out your zodiac signs. Let's see what zodiac energy you are dealing with next. We have Scorpio. Now, some of you may be a Scorpio, or you may be dealing with a Scorpio in this next stage. Some of you have Pisces energy or Pisces energy around you. We have also Libra is coming in. Libra, beautiful energy of the scales. And then that Virgo, that grounded earth energy of Virgo. Lovely. So 2 water, 1 air, 1 earth. This is a beautiful reading. Thank you so much for joining me. This is the 3rd reading for this Pick a Card Today, What's Next in Love. I hope it gave you some clarity. Now, if you'd like to go ahead and follow me into the extended, you can use the link below. But other than that, I will just say thank you so much. As I say, I hope one of these piles did resonate for you. And I hope to see you back on my channel for your next Pick a Card reading. Bye-bye now.